Hello there. Now you're used to seeing me quite a lot. This is Stacey. Hello Stacey. Stacey started Blacksheepwools on the same day as me.
We did.
We started picking orders upstairs together.
We did, it was fun.
Since then Stacey's been store manager and she's also now runs customer services. She's a crackpot crocheter and she's a lot taller than me because Amy's had to heighten the camera. So there you go. Now this came in last week. And you've been waiting for this for ages, haven't you?
Desperate, yeah.
Stacey drove over on Friday night to get some samples. And then on Saturday afternoon posted on our Facebook Black Sheep Wools Make Along group, which if you're not a member, you really should join, that she'd cracked it and she could colour pool. Yeah. At that point, I'd done that and I can't colour pool. And Stacey was every name under the sun at that point. So what we thought we'd do today, because I nearly threw this through the window and wasn't very happy with myself, and I have tried again and I still can't completely crack it. We're not going to tell you how to do it because Stylecraft do a super video, don't they? They do. Yeah, who did the video? I can't remember. But whoever does it, it's a lovely video. About how to do it. It is great. But Stacey being Stacey and the anorak crocheter that you are has researched loads of stuff about colour pooling.
I've been looking into it a while, yeah. I've been desperate to give it a go and I saw that come in.
So Stacey's just going to give us some tips and she's going to point out to me where I've gone wrong. And we've just spent about half an hour going over this with a customer and it's amazing.
It is, it's really good fun. And you might think that it is a bit faffy to start with, but once you've got your colour pool and about 3 rows in, you're going to know on the 3rd row and going into the 4th whether it's lining up or not. So
I did try and persevere and it
wasn't lining. You've got to just go for it, and if it's not right, come back a bit and go again. I would say have yourself a couple of different 2 or 3 sizes of crochet hooks. Now me doing this, I've only needed 2. You can sort of fix it yourself by doing slightly looser or slightly tighter tension where need be.
Have you gone up a size or down a size to what they've said, or are you tight anyway?
Slightly up, yes.
You're quite tight, aren't you?
Yeah. I generally, it's not tight when I'm working it, but it comes out, my knitting and my crochet come out really close. So I generally go up 1 millimetre, but for this one, I'm doing the cushion pattern and I'm using mainly a 6mm. And occasionally a 5.5.
Oh right, so you're swapping between on the project.
Sometimes, that's right, yeah. Right. Sometimes go in between. So there are times when you do have to fudge it a little bit. You can just do 1 chain on the end or put an extra wrap in, but we'll show you that now. So basically when you start, and obviously like the video says, you go through a full, doesn't matter where you start, but as long as you do, on your size, you've got to cycle through the full colour repeat of the yarn, of the dye, at least once. So if you started on a red, you want to cycle all the way through until you've got the red at this end.
And it's just a normal chain. That's all I did. Right,
in your normal tension, just to see how you go. And then when you get to this end, what you can either, if you finish exactly on the red before it starts going into purple and start crocheting back with purple, when you come back again, you'll find that they'll all line up on top of each other, all your stitches will stack.
Right, okay.
And you don't want that, you want them all to shift along one. So if you can either, like she says in the video, take one of the orange back.
Okay.
Or you can do an extra one.
So with that one, you wouldn't have started on that stitch, you'd have done...
No, well, it's all right there.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay there. It's actually when you come back, when you come back on the next one. So you've done, let's see, so you've come back on yourself. So yeah, you've done that right, if you can see there.
Yes, done something, okay.
So you've come, hang on, where are we? There we go, that's your end. So this is your first, you've done your chain.
That's my first.
You've come back on yourself there. And then we can see here you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches in the gold, and then you've got 1 on the orange. Which is right, okay. Which is good. So then you've got 1 in your orange, and then you've got 3 on the next row of orange, and then you start cycling back again. Right. So it's on the next one you'll be able to see whether it's going to line up or not.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
What I did like with Stacey's was this bit you've done at the bottom. Yes. It's a bit different because it looked like a really easy way of counting your colours.
Exactly. So this way, if I turn that round so you can see it. For sure. On the first swatch I did, on the first swatch I did the stitches into the chain. Yeah. As you would do in normal crochet. But then you're kind of tied to the width of your chain for each one of your stitches, and really what you want is to see how your tension works and how many stitches you're getting per block of colour on the yarn. So with my tension, what I've done is, instead of going into each chain, I've done go into the chain for the first stitch, and then go around the chain. So crochet underneath the chain for the rest of them.
Right.
And then your colours.
You can see that 4.
Yeah, that's it. So your stitches will spread out to their natural tension.
Yeah.
And you can then see how many stitches you're getting per colour.
Okay.
On the yarn, on the gradient of the yarn.
And then the idea is every time you do a row, you move those stitches along. Every other row, you move those stitches along one.
On every row.
On every row,
it does work out that every row, because you're going to be turning it.
Okay.
Aren't you? Because you're going side to side. So if you do that, if you work around your chain instead of into every stitch, and just make a note. So for me, in my natural tension, using a 6mm, I've managed to get 4 orange, 4 red, 6 purple, 4 of the gold, and then back to the orange again. So that set my pattern really.
And then you said you wrote that down, didn't you? So
you can just make a note and make a mental note or write it down, and then you come back on yourself. So I finished in the orange there, and it's starting to just go up into gold here.
Yeah.
So then you do your next row, changing over into the new colour, and what you want is this, when you come back on yourself, those on the 3rd row, you're going to see this is where it's going to tell you if you've worked it or not. Okay. So on mine, so if you where we are here, there's 4 gold under there, and I've come back round and I've finished this one, and I've got there's orange there. Then I've come back on myself. So what you want is, instead of when you hit the orange again, the gold again on the 3rd row coming back, you want your stitches to be so that you're starting the gold. You want to be up 1 and across. Now I'm left-handed.
So that's the purple. The purple has the gold stitch over it.
Yes, that's right. So where the gold was previously, as I'm working along, I can say, well, there's a gold there. So if I go up and across 1, I should have gold here. Okay. And I know that I'm going to get 4 gold
And then stitches. You mess with your tension a little bit if it's not that way. That's either go take a few stitches back, go a bit looser.
That's right.
Are you having to do that a lot?
Not really. I did in the beginning, just when I was doing the swatch that we've put on the group, just to see how my tension was working with this yarn. But once you get that, once you know that that's how it's going to work out and how many stitches you've got with your tension, it may be if you're really tight you get 5.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So as long as you keep that
if you're looking for 4 and your natural tension's 5, it's going to be slightly off to what I've done.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, just by knowing that, and that the colour repeats, go in the same order every time, you can say, well, I've got reds under there, so next time I hit a red, I've got a red there, so go along 1 and up.
Right,
or if you're the opposite-handed, across 1 and up.
It's gorgeous, Stacey.
And it is good fun. Once you've got that, once you've had a little play, I wouldn't say go straight into the cushion straight away. I would just say do a little swatch, have a play, see how it works, and see, so you can recognise as the colours are coming out and you can see it.
Now, can I just this little thing? Stacey didn't know she was going to be filmed today. We've only decided to do it last minute. Can I just point out, give me nails, that her nails not only match a crochet hook but also match the cushion cover.
That was a total accident. Total accident, but I do like it.